This is one of the most striking features of Dawkins' book that I frankly find extremely frightening. I hope that people like Dawkins never get into political power on the basis of his comments about religious education of children. He thinks that religious education of children, for example, bringing your children up Catholic, is a form of child abuse. And therefore, these children, their civil rights are being violated, and they ought to be protected by the state. That is to say, it implies that the state ought to intervene to remove these children from their homes in the interest of protecting them against abuse, just as we would remove children by force, if necessary, from a family where an alcoholic father, say, was beating the children. And so Dawkins, on the one hand, condemns certain actions taken by the church with regard to how it treats children, but would himself endorse, I think, a form of state-sponsored intolerance that is truly frightening, in that he would, if he had the authority, if the state had the authority, it could remove children from homes that were deemed abusive because they raised their children to have religious beliefs or go to church or be Catholic. He gives the example of the Amish as well. He says, in the case of the Amish, we prize cultural diversity, but he said we mustn't prize it over the rights of these children to get a good secular education and not be raised in a religious home. And he implies again that the state has an overriding interest to remove these Amish children from their families, to go into these communities and forcibly take the children out, which I just find morally unconscionable. It just is shocking to me. So this is not just a philosophical debate. I mean, I'm speaking to it philosophically, but this has political ramifications too, I think, that are very frightening.